To paint these old-fashioned shutters, we could do it the old-fashioned way with the paintbrush, but to paint this wicker chair with this paintbrush would take forever. So I'm going to be using a power paint sprayer to do the project, which will be about 10 times faster and a lot more fun. And also, to paint like the pros, I'm going to be using this electric air compressor. This runs at 125 maximum pounds of pressure. The on and off switch regulates the pressure in the tank, and this gauge lets you know exactly how much air pressure is in the tank. This gauge tells you how much pressure is coming out of the hose. So to use it with a power paint sprayer, let's adjust the regulator to 40 pounds of pressure. That's what we need. Get that where it needs to be. Now let me show you how to attach your power paint sprayer. You want to pull down the quick coupling and push that onto the attachment there. This is the cup that actually holds the paint. This is the trigger, and this is the nozzle where the paint comes out. If you already have an air compressor, you can buy this attachment for around $40, or you can rent both of these tools for $50 a day, or you can buy them for around $250. We're using an exterior paint today for our project, and it's a good idea anytime you're using the power paint sprayer to thin your paint just a little bit with paint thinner. This will keep your nozzle from getting clogged up. Go ahead and fill your cup 3/4 of the way full. Be sure not to fill it all the way up because you need to leave room to add some paint thinner. And what you want to do is just put a little bit of paint thinner in it first. That way you can keep coming back thinning if you need to, and it's not too thin right off the top. It's also a good idea to wear your safety goggles and a mask when you're painting, and paint in a well-ventilated area. Never paint near an open flame. I've also put down a drop cloth to collect any overspray onto the patio. Let me show you how to attach this back on. See this lever here? This locks it in place. So be sure you have it to the side, and these grooves snap right in just like that, then you can lock it. Now we're ready to attach it to our air compressor and test it out. It's always a good idea to practice before you actually begin painting. You can practice on a piece of newspaper or a piece of cardboard, whatever you have. I'm practicing on the back of these shutters, which no one will see anyway, and we're going to paint them to keep them from warping. By practicing, you can get a good feel for the gun, and also you can adjust your spray pattern and spray amount to have a nice smooth finish. This power sprayer has two controls. The top control will adjust your spray pattern, and the bottom control adjusts the amount of paint coming out. You also want to stay 6 to 10 inches away from whatever it is you're painting. Once you know that you have your gun adjusted properly, then you're ready to paint. I'm just finishing up my second coat of paint. Look how nice you can see the texture and the wood grain on the shutters. If I had used just a regular paintbrush, the thickness of the paint would have covered up a lot of this detail. And also notice how I'm using just a slow, continuous movement from side to side. This will keep any buildup from happening in one particular spot. With so much detail in this wicker, be sure that you move your spray gun back and forth in a continuous motion so that your paint isn't building up and dripping. Many of us have used a traditional roller at one time or another, but I'm getting ready to use a tool called a power roller. And what's great about this tool is you can get the project done in less than half the time, and it won't be as messy. Now you'll pay anywhere from $50 to $100 for a power roller, depending on what model you buy. Let me show you how this works. Set your paint can right here on the base, and this plastic lid attaches to both the paint can and the unit itself. So let me snap that in. It has a small tube that you place down through the lid into your paint can. Be sure and go all the way to the bottom of your can and then pull up about 1/2 inch. This other tube, the longer one, is where the paint flows through to your brush. Now this may be hard to see, but inside the brush are a bunch of small holes, and this allows the paint to flow evenly through to the outside. The power roller also comes with this attachment. This is used for trim work. You can use this around edges or corners. So I'm going to start with using this, and what you do is you put this right inside there, and then this piece locks it into place. It also has an on and off switch, so let's get started. One of the really really nice features on the power roller is the dripgaurd. So like I said, less mess. And you don't have to keep your motor continuously running. Once the roller fills up really good with paint, you can turn it off and on as you need it. Look how nice this is going on. And it's really easy to use.